there's the red light. You know how it goes, right? Red light, then green light. Green light says I can talk. Already, let's just talk because we're on live. Hi, I'm Max. Thanks a lot for listening. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Today I want to talk about something that's not really political, but God in heaven, it makes sense. Let's talk about this. Back during World War II, at the shipbuilding yards and places where we were building war machines to go out and save Europe, save the Pacific, they had posters that said, "Loose lips sink ships," meaning, keep some things to yourself. Well, here we have a problem with the American media because if their lips are loose, God, they're worse than loose, they're falling apart. The American media is not going to let up on their very own secret and not so secret George Soros agendas. I mean, come on. What are they doing with all of these reports on the tariff? Only a negative side, only negative to everything because there's the agenda. It's not so secret. They hate Donald Trump. They hate Republicans. They want everybody conservative out of there. If they get rid of the president, they're going to go after J.D. Vance. Get rid of him, they'll go after Johnson. That's how the press is, a bunch of commie bastards. Now, propaganda, outright lying, that seems to be their tool of the trade, baby. That's what makes them fly. Not since Randolph Hearst has the media been such a lying bunch of sacks of crap. I mean, when the truth doesn't work for you guys, hey, what the hell? Make up shit. That's what you do. Make shit up. You don't need facts. You're the American media. You can say anything you want. And a whole lot of Americans are dumb enough to say, "Oh, I didn't know the president was a lizard alien from the planet Booga Booga. Oh my God." It's that bad. It really is. And I want to ask you, really, just what in the hell allows them to get away with this crap? I mean, is it that it's too hard to sue them when they lie about you? The answer to it sucks. That is that we have a constitution, a wonderful document that was being amended before the ink was even dry. Our First Amendment to the Constitution gives the media way too much, even unlimited protection. I mean, good God. They're crying fire in a crowded theater. Isn't that the existing loophole? Don't they say that your freedom to speak ends at crying fire in a crowd? Or your right to swing your fist ends at my nose. Isn't that the way it goes? What the hell? I mean, God, somebody spank me. The First Amendment is a little bit on the loose side. It bothers me that it is. And maybe I'm not being a loyal American, but I think we need to do something about it. I swear to God, I don't know what. I'll try to come up with a suggestion later. But we know that a slander case is what we need to draw against all of these media. Now, look at the fact that CBS completely re-edited an interview with that Jabberwocky idiot, that kookaburra Kamala Harris, to make her look good. Well, Mr. Trump sued them, and that lawsuit has weight, billions of dollars, and they're coming to the table to work out a deal. Because if it goes to a jury, he's going to own Paramount and CBS and ABC. Okay, the lawsuit came. But let me ask you, that lawsuit came why? Because Mr. Trump was wronged? In part. Because he was slandered? In part. Because he had the money to pursue it. There have been a lot of lawsuits against the media, winning against the media. But you know what? There haven't really been enough of them. Unfortunately, not enough attorneys are willing to do this. When you get an attorney to sue, this legal firm of Watson and Pooh Butt, they're not going to go into this suit on a contingency unless they feel like they're going to make big money. Otherwise, they're going to charge you millions of dollars to launch the suit. And people like Paramount and other major media, they've got lawyers. I mean, every time they tie their shoes, they got a lawyer there to watch it. They have far too many lawyers on retainer and on staff. Because understand, even for an attorney, even for a lawyer, to file this lawsuit can be prohibitively expensive. Just costs too damn much. Hell, Discovery alone can run a couple $1,000,000. That's why they're not being sued enough. Well, let's go to last week. We saw thousands of Americans, mostly idiots, crowding the streets of American cities, holding up signs, "Save our jobs, save our jobs, save our taxes. Don't tariff the enemy. Please don't do it." They're out there. These are people. They're not grassroots. Okay, the media says a grassroots uprising. No, Mike, hell. If it's grassroots, how come these people are carrying professionally made signs? Ones that some printing company did a good job on. They're out there ranting and raving and screaming. And we know for a fact, no maybe, a fact, that a whole lot of them, in some cases all of them, like in Boise, Idaho, are paid protesters. They're organized by media, by anarchists, people like George Soros, Nazi sympathizers, communist Chinese money. It's all been found to be paying these people. They bust in 8 busloads here in my city, unloaded them, paying them $120 a day, plus pizza for lunch, to stand out there with signs and shout and chant. This isn't the people. These are jackasses with nothing better to do than to come out from under the overpass where they're sleeping, carry a sign, and get cash. Okay? That's because the people who are paying them, they suffer from Musk derangement syndrome. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. The idea is to try to reverse any policy, any executive order, any law, any rule, any regulation that Mr. Trump is behind. It was like when Joe Biden was president. No sooner had he taken the oath of office, that lying sack of crap, than he sat down and signed 17 executive orders right there on the desk, each one with the name Trump somewhere in it. If it's Trump, it's, "Oh my God, it's Trump. No, stop it, kill it." He did not succeed, but he went a long way toward erasing the legacy of Donald Trump's first term. And in effect, erasing the legacy of 75 million Americans who didn't like him, who loved Trump. Come on. Some folks are out there just because they like to riot. They just like to make trouble. Schadenfreude. Take their picture, put them on the news, they're going to go into overdrive. I'm on the CBS News tonight. I'm going to college. I'm studying, political science as a major in musicology and jazz music. I'm getting ready for the future. Maybe a barista at Starbucks. Well, take their picture and watch them go crazy. Give them cash. That helps. These are mindless minions of the Democrat Party and the more sinister forces of communism, a la Pelosi, Schumann, Soros, Gates, you know the type. I swear to God, they make me so, I get so angry I want to punch this screen, but I'm not going to punch it because it's expensive. Well, as media victims protest, mainstream media is enjoying making trouble through misrepresentation, that means lying, and by proxy, inciting riots. In a fair and honest world, with a less flawed constitution, these newspapers, these broadcast people, these internet people, all of these people would find themselves either broke, in jail, or both.